Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Film Major YouTube channel where we talk about films, TV series, and anime. On today's episode, we'll be talking about TV shows. And yes, I'm going to be talking about Marvel's Netflix TV shows that are now a thing of the past, unfortunately. So, let's start by saying TV shows get cancelled all the time. They don't make enough profit to warrant another season, or they just run their course. There are many other mitigating factors that contribute to the rise and fall of a TV show. But from the get-go, I should probably make it clear that I'm not going to be talking about any financial reasons that contributed to the fall of The Defenders and the accompanying TV shows. The Defenders was a mini-series that combined the characters Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Luke Cage, all of whom have their own separate TV shows. As for this miniseries, I felt that it was decent enough to attempt a small-scale Avengers team-up, and I would have really liked to see a season 2 that possibly incorporated Jon Bernthal's Punisher in it. All in all, this miniseries as a whole showcases a more human side to the Marvel Universe. It shows its superhero characters in believable scenarios, to an extent, and allows for an audience to emote more with characters that they can see themselves in. My reaction when it was cancelled? Sad, but not that big a miss.
You look like an asshole.
It's your scarf. Jessica?
Luke,
How you been?
long story.
We have to get out of here.
Who's he?
Longer story. Who's he?
Moving on to Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones aired on Netflix for 3 seasons. Kristen Ritter, who plays Jessica, was in my opinion the perfect actress for the role. Her dry, almost bored tone, added up with her sarcastic delivery of every line, wonderfully encapsulated her comic book character. As for her source material, Jessica Jones as a show adapted many aspects of her environment to fit the dull, dead theme of New York in the show. The show as a whole pulls no punches when it comes to the bad things people do. Jessica Jones, who works as a PI, unearths these various people, from cheating husbands to rapists to thieves and murderers, and of course villains like Kilgrave, who can control the actions of others by using pheromones in his body.
Yes? You'd like to invite me in? Absolutely.
Honey, who's this?
I'm going to be your guest here indefinitely. You'll be delighted.
Great. Enjoy the view.
I intend to.
That's my car.
Children should be seen and not heard. Or better still, not seen and not heard. Get into that closet. You too.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Go in the closet. It'll be fine.
What are you doing?
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
What's for dinner?
Leg of lamb?
It's his specialty.
Let me decide that. Be warned, I have a very particular palate.
The show as a whole is an acquired taste and isn't for everyone, but it nonetheless has a steady storytelling pace and showcases a character in a dismal R-rated environment, which is quite shocking for Marvel, and it really impressed me in an overall way. My reaction when it was cancelled? An unfortunate end to a promising show. Next up, Luke Cage. When I heard that Mahershala Ali was playing Cottonmouth, I was sold. I had to see this.
You like my Biggie photo? Me too. You know what draws your eye when you look at that? The crown. Wanna know why? everybody wants to be the king.
Season 1 did not disappoint. Mike Colter as Luke Cage was amazing. He really felt invincible. Throughout the show, I began seeing Luke Cage take down thugs like nothing even mattered. He took bullets like a champ and still won. But the true beauty of this show was how vulnerable he felt. He may have had super strength, bullets can't kill him, but he was constantly in situations that made you question if he could win. Cottonmouth was amazing, the kind of villain Marvel needed. I was very impressed with how he fits into the story and had his own argument that was also quite difficult to refute. The narrative felt fresh, even though it's one of many stories told about the injustices that the African American community have faced. The show really deepens the character of Luke Cage to a more than just some bulletproof muscle man. How did I feel when it was cancelled? Not shocked, but disappointed. It may not have been the greatest show ever, but it deserved to finish telling its story, that's for sure. Up next, the man with the glowing fist, the immortal Iron Fist. Starring Game of Thrones alumni like Finn Jones and Jessica Henwick alongside Jessica Stroop, Sacha Dhawan, as well as Tom Pelphrey, Iron Fist had all the ingredients to become a smash hit. Season 1 wasn't a massive letdown, as some people might say, but it did have a lot to improve on. To the credit of the entire team working on Iron Fist, the second season improved massively on all aspects and then some. The characters are all very relatable, and it was nice to see a relationship between characters in a superhero film feel so normal and pedestrian. It not only made the characters more relatable, but it also gave a sense of ease and warmth to the show. As far as the show in its entirety goes, it is the least R-rated of any of the Netflix Marvel shows, but not superficial to its detriment. My reaction when it was cancelled, I felt that the show did improve massively and deserved a third season to at least further explore its narrative structure that had been fixed and aligned so well in Season 2. Now, on to the man without fear, Daredevil. In my opinion, Daredevil is the best show out of all the other shows combined. It combines inspired filmmaking choices with a beautifully ironic and poetic narrative that is second to none. Every filmmaker can take a lesson from this series. Each of its 3 seasons explores a different genre and tone almost entirely, which is an unbelievable risk for a series to take. What if the new tone doesn't work as well? What if audiences who loved the first season wanted to go back to the way it was? What if it costs too much to do it this way? Etc. Daredevil is Marvel's closest equivalent to Batman, in my opinion. Even though the characters are drastically different in their situations and means, they both share very similar traits that make them do what they do and be who they are. I thank God every day that they took an R-rated approach to this series. I just wouldn't have discovered this side of Marvel otherwise. I would in a heartbeat trade WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier for another 2 seasons of Daredevil to wrap up its story and end on its own terms. In fact, I'd trade the 2 Disney Plus series for all of the aforementioned shows and The Punisher to return. It's that good. Charlie Cox is Matt Murdock. That's all I'll say on that, because to really feel the emotions in my words, you need to have seen Daredevil's 3 amazing seasons in all its glory. How did I feel when it was cancelled? To be honest, I was devastated. I thought Marvel has just lost something precious here. They really messed up by cancelling this show. Finally, the surprise edition, The Punisher. The reiteration of Frank Castle and the Punisher, played by the amazing Jon Bernthal, was first introduced in Daredevil Season 2, bringing a wonderfully raw performance to the vengeful former Marine.
Can I say something?
You may.
You know, those people, ones I put down, people I killed. I want you to know that I'd do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a charade, it's an act. There's bullshit about how crazy I am. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy, okay? I know what I did. I know who I am. And I do not need your help. I'm smack dab in the middle of my right goddamn mind, and any scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down, I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm saying, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house? Some doctor, they're gonna get me to stop from doing what I want to do? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch. You people, you call me the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad Punisher. Here I am. You want to hear me?
Remove the witness.
I am the Punisher. I'm right here. You want it? I'll give it to you. And anybody who came in today, hear me whine, hear me beg, we Kiss my ass! You hear me? I'm guilty! I plead, Judge! I'm guilty, you hear me? I'm guilty! I'm guilty! I'll kill every one of them! I'll kill every single one!
Bernthal quickly gathered a following and fans wanted a Punisher show. Well, they got their wish, and The Punisher aired for 2 glorious seasons. Initially a slow burn, the show then becomes more drama thriller rather than action for a portion of it, and it then delivers a surprising leap by Marvel standards, brutal action sequences that even have some painful gore that can be a hard watch for some. My reaction when it was cancelled? Not that surprised, considering the fate of the other shows, but it disappointed me that Bernthal didn't get to play Frank Castle more. It's likely we'll never see this show again because of the level of violence. This is just not happening on Disney+. So Marvel has just lost their ability to cater to more than just one type of audience. It brought down towards portrayal of characters that otherwise would have been subjugated to the superficial hero-inspiring treatment that kids may get a kick out of, but I wouldn't watch Daredevil or The Punisher if they weren't R-rated. There just wouldn't be any point. No shade to the new Marvel TV shows, I wish them the best, but they just can't compare to the ones they lost. It's devastating for a comic book fan such as myself and a cinephile, but hopefully down the line, we'll get to see these characters again. Also, this is a slightly controversial opinion, but if Martin Scorsese saw the Daredevil or the Punisher, he wouldn't call them amusement park films. I'm quite confident about that. So what do you think? Do you think Marvel should cater to both type of audiences or just use their formula of superficial hero stories that they churn out like a factory to just make the money that they do? Comment down below. But until then, that's it from me, the Film Major, signing out.